And welcome to Red Bank Catholic's Performing Arts production of William Shakespeare's comedy, A Midsummer Night's Dream. It was my great privilege to be the director of this show with this very talented cast. And I am also an alumni of Red Bank Catholic's Performing Arts Department. So, a couple of housekeeping things. There will be actors coming down the center and the side aisles, so keep your feet in and your bags and all that kind of stuff. The parents of the performing arts have done this lovely buffet back here for purchase at intermission. There will be a 15-minute intermission. If you need to use the restroom, it is downstairs in what we affectionately call the dungeon. If you know, you know. And sit back and relax and enjoy A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in the new moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not far upon. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love doing the injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What is the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaints against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast at moonlight by her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, snacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, into stubborn harshness, and my gracious Duke, be it so that she will not, here before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens.
As she serves, she may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your mother should be as a god, one who has composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are as a form in wax. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my mother looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with her judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your mother's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to live in shady cloister mute, to be a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lady. Ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto her ladyship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt me and my love for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your mother's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry her?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am my lady as well derived as he as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then persecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon the spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that we have heard so much, and with Demetrius being thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius come, and come Aegeus, you shall go with us. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your mother's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means may we extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life.
Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. We must employ you in some business against our nuptial and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chanced the rose there to fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beseem the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross too high to be a thrall to low.
or else miscraft in their respective years,
Oh, spite too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if it were a sympathy and choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie night.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, where thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green and when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favor so, yours would I catch, fair Hermia. Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest would I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
Oh, his folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned to heaven onto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold, tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass. A time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in that wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds are wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius, dote on you.
Ugh. How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is when Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be like a child, because in toys he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood he will tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which thou thought fit to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules, rarely, or a part to Tara Catton, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players. This was Ercles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover's is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Francis Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Fate, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming in.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you must speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe, ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, my Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you are going to play Pyramus and you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robert Starveling, the tailor. Here, Peter Quince. You will be Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. Move. You will play the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray with me, give it me. I'm slow study.
You may do it exemplary, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I'll roar that I'll make any man's heart good to hear. I'll roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all. That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, that if you would scare the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you like any sucking dove. I will roar you and tware any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man that one shall see in a summer's day, the most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must need to play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrain beard, or your French crown-colored beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all. Then you must play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts. I am to request you, entreat you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood by moonlight. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar. Over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's spear.
And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green.
The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their golden coats spots you see. Those be rubies, fairies' favors, in their freckles live their savors.
I must go see some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. For while the love of spirits all be gone, our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, so that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She had never seen so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet by grove or green, by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen, but they do square, so that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape for making quite, or you're that sure knavish sprite. Oh, Robin Goodfellow. Aren't you he?
That price for a meetings of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the corn, and bootless makes a breathless hunchback churn.
And sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, misled night wanderers, laughing at their harm.
Those hobgoblin call you Anne Sweet. Hark! You did her bidding and you shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometime a 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum and down topple she. And Taylor cries and falls into a coffin. The whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees and swear a merrier hour never was wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon, fairy skip hence. I forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry rash wanted, and not I thy lord.
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland. In the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing of love, to amorous Fidelia. Why art thou here? Come of the farthest steep of India, but that forswoon your buckskin mistress and your warrior love. To Theseus must be wed, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How can thou thus for shame, Titania, grant my credit Hippolyta? Knowing I know thy love to Theseus, did thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Paragonia, from whom he ravished, to make him with fair eagles break his faith, with Ariadne and Etopia?
These are forgeries of jealousy. I never since the midsummer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rusty brook, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But thy brawls hast disturbed our sport, the childing autumn, angry winter, but from the mazed world by increasing, not knowing which is which, and from the same progeny of evil, from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. Fairland by sent a child of me. His mother was a voitress in my order. Full hath she gossiped by my side. But her being mortal of that boy did die. And for her sake I do rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within the woods intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If we'll patiently dance in our rounds. If the moon revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I shall spare your haunts.
Give me the boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide downright by say and bolt.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Dost thou remember since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear a sea maid's music?
I remember.
At that very time I saw, but thou cannot, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosened his love shaft smartly from his bow. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote in the next live creature it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan consume a league.
I will put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll wash Titania when she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I could take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me.
Be gone, woman!
But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou'st told they stole unto this wood, and here I am, within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron from my heart, is true as steel? Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave this city and commit yourself to one who loves you not, to seek the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide thee in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin, the mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions, let me go. Or if thou dost follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the fields you do me mischief? Bye, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not meant to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hands I love so well. Oh. I'm okay!
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild time blows. There lies Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delights. And there the snake throws her enamel skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of it, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. An Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but only do it when the next thing he espies may be thy lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, but affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her first love. Then meet me ere at the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, roundel, and a fairy song, and for the third part of a minute skip hence. Some kill gankers in the musk-growed buds, some have war with mice with leather wings, to make small elf's coats come back. The clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders, and at your quaint spirits sing me now to sleep, and then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, nymphs and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen, Philomel with melody, sing in our sweet lullaby. Lullaby, lullaby.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eyes that shall appear when thou wakest is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Ay me!
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us here, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. For by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. As such separation, as well may be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose eyes might I approve this flower's force and stirring love? Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lackluster, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. Now when thou wakest, let love forbid and sleep his seats on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
Oh, I rebuke you, him who loves you so. Abide me if thou darst.
Wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so!
Stay, I alone on thy peril will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. But no, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away with fear. Therefore, no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyne? But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eyne, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refuse should of another, therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleepst thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men do leave, are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my servant in the heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers adjust your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck thy crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity. What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak in if you hear. Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Clear.
Are we all met?
Oh, Pat, and here is a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do in action as we will do before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Larkin, a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all things well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we intend no harm with our swords, and Pyramus is in fact not killed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Nick Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, but it shall be written 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Write it in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in a God shield us. Lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must say he is not a lion.
No, you must name his name, and half his face must be shown through the lion's neck, and he will speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect: ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. For if you think I come hither as a lion, have pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. Then name his name, tell him plainly. He is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine, find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, we must leave a casement at the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns to present or disfigure that person of moonshine. But then there is another thing. We must have a great wall inside that chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did speak through a chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Or have him hold his fingers thus, and through Pyramus and Thisbe will whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, once you have spoken your speech, enter into that break so everyone is according to cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a place horde! I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, you must speak. Thisbe, send forth.
Thisbe!
Thisbe!
Thisbe! The flowers odious savor sweet.
Odors.
Odor savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe.
Thisbe.
Thisbe, dear. But hark a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger, Pyramus, than e'er played here.
Must I speak now? Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to return again soon.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on Triumph Briar, most brisky juvenile, and most lovely Jew, as surest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninnis tomb.
Ninnis tomb, man, why you must not speak that yet? That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Your cue is past, Pyramus must enter. Oh, and it is never tire?
As surest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters! Fly, masters! Ah!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you roundabout through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And neigh, and roar, and grunt, and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard. Ew!
Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated! Ah!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. Ew! But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down, and I will sing that they will hear. I am not afraid. The ozol cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, who many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ears much enamored to thy note, as my eyes much enthralled to thy shape. And fair virtue, force before doth move me to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve mine own turn.
How to this wood desirous not to go? Thou shalt remain here, wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer doth attend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. And I will have thy fairies attend on thee. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so. And like an airy spirit go. Please, blossom, cobweb, moat, and mustard seed.
Ready. And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to the gentleman. Hop in his walks, gamble in his eyes. Feed him apricots and dewberries, green figs, purple grapes, and mulberries. The honey bag steals from the honey bees.
Hail, mortal. Hail. 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 Hail.
try your worship's mercy heartily.
What did you say?
I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb!
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peace Blossom.
Good Master
so true,
Peas
though.
Blossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you,
That
sir.
is so valid.
Mustard seed!
Good Master Mustard Seed. I shall desire you of more acquaintance.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awakened, and what it was that next came in her eye which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rules now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, when in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in their sort forsook his scene and entered into a break. I did him at this advantage take an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. When in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could have devised. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's lies with a love juice as I did bid thee to do?
I took him sleeping, and that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, when he wakes, a force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him who loves you so. Lay thy bitter breath on thy bitter foe.
And now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being horseshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. When he hath stolen away from sleeping Hermia, I'll believe as soon as the whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep and so displease her brother's noontide with the antiboots. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you the murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience! Hast thou slain him then?
I know not about Lysander. You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of his blood, nor is he dead for aught that I could tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well!
And if I could, what should I get there for?
The privilege to never see me the more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore I shall remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For debt which bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will repay. If for his tenderness, here I shall make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid this love juice on some true love sight.
Then fate o'er rules that one man, holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens look thou found. All fancy sick she is and pale a cheer, with sighs of love that cost the flesh blood dear. By some illusion, bring her ear. I'll charm his eyes again she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of his purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in the apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy. Captain of our fairy band, Helena, is here at hand, and the youth, mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be! Shh! stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake. Then two will at once do woo one. And these things do best please me. That befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep and vow so born. In their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the bet of fate to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh? Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe in show! Thy lips, those kissing cherries, though tempting grow.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with all your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes, with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And with all good will, with all my heart, with Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep by Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. For my heart, but its guest-wise sojourn, has gone back to Helena, it is home returned. There to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou shalt abide it dear. Look, thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Turn down the pair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. My ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he say whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love thou would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery odes and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Cannot make this thee know. The hate I bear make me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia! Most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, is all forgot. The school days' friendships, childhood innocence, we Hermia like two artificial gods. And will you rent this ancient love asunder and join with these men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore he speaks this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me for sooth affection? But by your setting on, by your consent, what though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit, sad looks, make mouths upon me when I Drink each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul. Fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so!
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than thy weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that I will prove it true. To prove him false, it says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all of this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not, for you are tame, man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou serpent, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent!
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, soothe, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me! Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia, or not you Lysander? I'm as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me, why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, if faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet! Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you so grown, so high does it seem, because I'm so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou patent maypole? Speak! How low am I? I'm not yet so low that my nails can reach onto thine arm!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. Let her not strike me. I am a right maid for my cowardness. You perhaps may think that because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you? Well, save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened to spurn me, strike me. Nay, kill me too. And so now you will let me quiet go. To Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You will see how simple and how fond I am.
Who isn't that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you seem to take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little! Why shall you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering Knobgrass maid! You bee, you acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Take not her part. Speak not of Helena. For if thou dost intend never to show so little sign of love to her, thou shalt abide it dear.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs, though, are longer to run away!
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest or else committest these neighborlies willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I missed him. Did you not say I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far, I am glad I didn't sort for their jangling. I do esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Rob, an overcast night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as would not come within another's way. And like to Lysander sometimes frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, till their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes! The juice of which has this virtuous property to take from error all dents with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next awake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. I'll to my queen and beg of her changeling child, and then I will her eyes' charm release, and everything shall be at peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. For night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, opening all fiery red, and on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turning into yellow gold from salt-cream streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak. In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thy child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me, come thou gentle day. For if but once show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
Oh, coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darts, for while I watch. Thou runs before me, shifting every place. But thou dost not stand to look thee in my face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me? Thou shalt abide this steer, if thy face by daylight ever I see. But go thy way, for faintness still constraineth me. So now, to measure out my length on this cold bed, where by dawn's approach I long to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night. Abate thy hours. Shine comfort from the east, and I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from my own company.
Yep, but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Ugh. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleeping sound, I'll apply to thy eye, gentle lover, remedy. Now when thou wakest, let love forbid, and sleep his seat on thy eyelid. And the country proverb known, every man shall have his own. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. Man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Sit thee upon this flowery bed, and while thy amiable cheeks do cow, I will stick musk-rose in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fairly large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready?
Cobweb, good Cobweb. Get you your weapons in your hands and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. Where's Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your knee. Pray you leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, for methinks I am hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If my hairs do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, my sweet love, what does thy desires to eat?
Truly a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay. Hath no fellow?
I have a venturous fairy that shall fetch you the squirrel's hoard and find thee new nuts.
I would rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray your people do not stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep, my love, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be gone always. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. See thou this sweetest sight, her dotage, and how I too begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, I did upbraid her, and fall out with her. And when I had my pleasure, I taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her changing child, and straight she gave me, and such a fairy to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now that I have the child, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. My gentle Puck, take off this transformed scalp of this Athenian swain. When he back to Athens, as the others do, will back to fix the accidents. And think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Diana's bud or Cupid's flower has such a force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his vision now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music calls, and strike more dead than the sleep of these the common, the five the sons.
Music, oh music, such a charm at sleep.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes, peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to be with all fair prosperity. And there these pairs of faithful lovers shall be wedded with Theseus in jollity.
Fairy King, attended mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent side, trip we after nightshade. We the globe can encompass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in my flight, tell me how it came that night. With me sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echoing conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region here seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flew, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft! What nymphs are these?
My lord, this my daughter here asleep, this Lysander, this Demetrius, this Helena, old Medar's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lady.
Go, Philostrate, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up.
I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred be so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lady, I should reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came up here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and I do bethink me so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lady, fair Helena told me of their stealth, of this their purpose here to this wood. I in theory followed them, Lady Helena in fancy following me. But my lady, I wot not by what power, but by some power it was, my love to Hermia has melted as the snow, and seems to be now is for remembrance of an idle god. For the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear more anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by these couples shall be eternally knit.
These things are small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned to clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not my own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my mother.
And to Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Come, let us go, and along the way let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quince, flute the bellows mender, snout the tinker, starveling, gods of my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what my dream was. Man is but an ass if he will go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no telling what methought I was. Methought I was, and methought I had. Man is but a patched fool if he would offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom Stream, because it hath no bottom. I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Her adventure, to make it the more gracious, I will sing it at her death.
Have you sent home to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not to the place marred, it goes not forward, doth it? You have not a person in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he. No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens. Yea, and the best person too, and he's very sweet with a paramour voice. You must say paragon, for paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple with 2 or 3 more lords or ladies more married. If our play had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet Foley Bottom. He had not scaped 6 pence a day in his life, and the Duke had not paid him 6 pence a day. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, Bottom! Almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am not true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Oh, let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part, for the short and the long is our play is preferred. In any case, let this be wear clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails. For they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go away.
That these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I may never believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact.
One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all his frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. But all of the stories of the night told over, and all of their minds transfigured so together, more winnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Illustrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mass? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There's a brief. How many sports are right? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
A battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We'll have none of that.
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearse, I must confess, made my eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter have never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens, here, which never labored in their mind until now, and I have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord. It is not for you. I have heard it over. It is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sports in your tents, extremely stretched and conned to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go on, bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, at least, speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
The prologue is addressed. No.
If we come to offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as mining to content you. Our true intent is all of your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, that you shall all, that you are like to know. Bye.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt.
Indeed, he hath played upon this prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, as you would know. Looking good. This beauteous lady is Thisbe. She's gorgeous. This man with lime and rough cast presented wall. That's vile wall. Which did these lovers sunder? And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content. This man with bush of thorn, lantern, and dog presenteth moonshine. For moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Nidus' tomb, there to woo. Finally, this grisly beast is Lion, which hight by name.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
Roar!
No wonder, my lady. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I one snout by name thus present a wall. And such a wall I would have you think the crannied hole, or crack, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, very secretly, this loam, this stone, this rough cast doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, the cranny is right, sinister.
through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hare to speak better?
'Tis the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night when art day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine, thou, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy crack to blink through with mine eye. Thanks thee, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, shall curse again.
Oh, no, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through this wall. You will see it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall that has often heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. Thy cherry lips kiss thy stones with Lyman Hare knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now, will I to the crack to hear my Thisbe's face? Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shaphalus' Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vital wall.
I kiss the wall's holes.
Not your lips at all.
Wilt thou meet me at Ninny's tomb straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
And thus wall, my part being discharged so, and being done, away wall doth go.
Now is the wall down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Here come in two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
Roar! Oh, you gentle ladies, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor. May now perchance will quake and tremble here when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Roar! Then know that I, snug the joiner, am a lion's bell, no else the lion's dam. Then, if I should as lion come in strife into this place for pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of a good conscience.
Oh, the very best of the beasts that ever I saw.
It is well. Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the moon present. Myself the man, I the moon do seem to be.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change?
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn the moon, I the man, I the moon, and this dog, my dog.
But silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This is Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Oh.
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can this be? Oh, dainty, duck, oh dear! Thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood? Approach ye furies fell, O fates, come, come, cut, thread, and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound. Out sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus, I that left pap, where heart doth pop, thus die I, thus, now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and yet prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Asleep, my love? What? Then, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, my dove! Dead? And who must cover thy sweet eyes, this lily lips, these cherry nose, these cowslip yellow cheeks? Are gone? Lovers make moan. His eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore. Tongue not a word. Come, trusty sword, lay my breast immured. And for all friends, thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and wine are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
Oh, no, I assure you, sir, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to hear the epilogue?
Oh, no epilogue, I pray you, no epilogue. For your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when all the players are dead, there need none be blamed. Let your epilogue alone.
Lovers, to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity and nightly revels, and new jollity.
This house give glimmering light by every dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite will have us light from birth and briar. And a ditty after we sing and dance it trippingly. Now to this house each fairy stray, and now until the break of day, so the best bride bed we will.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we sing and bless this place.
all these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Give it up one more time to the cast of Midsummer Night's Dream. It's time to let you draw the 50-50 by our puck, that's truly. Here we go.
Okay. 6, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 9.
Oh, we got a winner with $207. Now, tradition on closing night, something we like to do here at RBC is just take a moment to honor our seniors. At this time, if all our seniors just step forward, please. Take one more last bow. Now, there's just a few people we would like to thank especially that the show would not be possible without. That first one is our fabulous, fabulous student director, Brianna Anglo. And the next person we'd like to thank is our fabulous dramaturg and assistant director, Miss Mary King. One more person we'd like to thank is our technical director and scenic designer, Robert Rudd. And last but certainly not least, we have to thank our fabulous director, Miss Jeannie Montano. Thank you all so much for coming tonight and supporting RBC. Good night, guys.